Let your hands relax. Start to close your eyes. Let your breath find its natural pace. Now from there, allow your breath to take up more time and more space, and slow the breath down. Breathing inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, let your chest lower, ribs lower, belly lowers, and exhale out your nose. Inhale, chest lifts, ribs lift, belly fills. Exhale out your nose as well. Belly lowers, chest lowers, ribs lower. Whether you're sitting or laying down, let's take our chin way over towards the right. Press your left shoulder down. Inhale, come to center. Take your chin way over to the left. Encourage your right shoulder to stay down. Inhale, come back to center. Inhale, chin goes over to the right. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, chin goes over to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Initiate your yogic breath, breathing in through the nose, out of the nose, and add a slight pause at the end of your exhale. Collect yourself in that pause. Hear the sounds around you. Feel the air in your room. Allow your jaw to soften. Eyebrows relax. If you'd like, enter your Ujjayi breath, breathing in through your nose, out of your nose, adding the tightness of your throat on your exhalation, making that nice humming sound in the back of your throat. Start to wiggle your toes and move your fingers. If you're sitting, let's unravel our legs and lay down. Bend your knees. Let your hands help you come down to the ground. And let's all bend our knees. Allow your hands to relax wherever you'd like. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Bring your hips to a comfortable place. Let your knees go way over to the right. Take 2 breaths there. Let your knees come back to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, let your knees go way over to the left. Take a couple of nice, relaxing, releasing breaths here. Let's bring your knees back to center. Let your knees drape to the right. Inhale as your knees come to center. Exhale, let your knees drape to the left. Inhale as your knees come to center. Exhale towards the right. Inhale as your knees come to center. Exhale towards the left. Inhale as your knees come to center. Do 3 more to your own breath. Moving freely through your windshield wipers. Allow your knees to come to center. Bring your knees into your chest and start to massage your low back. You can do rocks, you can do circles. Let your knees come to center. Extend your legs. If you feel any back sensitivity, stop extending. But if you can, reach your legs up to the sky, flex your feet, peel back your toes. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, soften your knees, bend them. Bring your knees into your chest. Lift your shoulders, neck, and head. Draw your head towards your knees, rounding yourself up in this little ball. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, roll your shoulders, neck, and head back. You're gonna grab your prop, either your towel or your pillow or your ball, and we're gonna take that prop between your inner thighs. Bring your hands down by the side of your body. Walk your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Press your shoulders back. Make sure there's nothing underneath your head. Even your bun, if you have a bun, make sure that you can lay your neck down flat, your cervical spine. Now bring the hands back down, take an inhale. As you exhale, without leaving the mat, I just want you to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze that prop that you're using, and then slowly release your glutes. When you release the glutes, your tailbone goes into neutral. The way we walk, our spine goes into a neutral spine. Now, as you tuck your pelvis, you're going to squeeze your glutes. This is called your posterior tilt of your spine. And inhale into a neutral spine. Use the prop to help you find that inner thigh engagement, also to find that squeeze. We're going to squeeze and slowly release. These are pelvic rocks. Do about 5 of them to your own breath. Inhale. Exhale, big squeeze. And inhale into neutral. Exhale, find that posterior tilt and the squeeze of the glutes. Keep on doing these. Do about 4 more and let the rocks get smaller and smaller to where you're just still. Now let's grab the ball. Pretend like the ball is still between your thighs. Take an inhale. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes, roll up. Take that prop, your pillow, ball, or towel, underneath your hips and go a little side to side. Take your feet wider. We can go as wide as the mat. I'm going off my mat a little bit. But get crazy through the hips here. Your hands can go where you'd like. Now, let's stop our movement through the hips. Try extending one leg out. See how that feels. If that is okay on your back and your hips, I want you to do both legs out. Take your feet wider than the mat, hands reach over your head. If this is too intense, you're going to try one leg at a time, or you can bend both knees again, coming into that supported bridge. But if you can't, find your yoga splat on the ground. Hands go wide, feet go wide. You're using your prop to help open the front of your hips and your psoas. Let's take 5 breaths here, melting into this pose. Take your right wrist into your left hand. Encourage your hips to drop way to the right and give your right hand a pull to the left. Bring your hips to center. Let your left hip drop towards the ground. Switch your wrist, taking your left wrist into your right hand, and then pull your hands over towards the right. Bring your hips to center. Release your hands. Bend your knees. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring your right knee in. Hold your right knee in towards your chest. If your prop is bothering you, you don't have to do this with the prop. You could, of course, do it without the prop. Bring your right leg up to the sky. Try flexing your right foot, bend the knee, drawing your right heel towards your glute. Point the toe at the bottom, reach the leg up, flex the foot at the top, bend the knee, draw your heel towards your seat. Point the toe, inhale, lengthen, flex the foot, exhale, bend. Good point, inhale, lengthen, flex, exhale, bend. One more, point, lengthen, flex, bend. We're going to point, lengthen, and hold there. You can use your yoga strap and wrap it around your right foot, or you can hold on to your sock or your pant leg. Right, draw this foot towards you. If your shoulder and your shoulders and your neck feel okay, you can draw your head towards your right shin. My right shoulder feels a little tight, so I'm going to stay down. 2 deep breaths. Release your shoulders, neck, and head. Bend your right knee. Bring your right foot down to the ground. Pull your left knee in towards your chest. You can hold on around the thigh. Point the toe. Reach your left leg up. Try flexing the foot at the top. Peel the toes back. Hold the flex as you bend the knee. Draw your left heel towards your left glute. Point. Reach the left leg up. Flex, bend. Keep the thigh close to you the whole time. Point. Inhale, lengthen. It's like your foot is a paintbrush. And flex, exhale, peel down. One more, point. Inhale, lengthen. Flex, exhale, pull on down. Good point. Inhale, lengthen. And we're going to stay in that length to draw your left shin towards your heart, towards your head. Option to draw your head towards your left shin. Good. Release your shoulders, neck, and head if it's lifted. Bend your knee. Gracefully release the left knee down. You can go a little side to side, getting yourself even on your prop again. We're going to pull the knees both into your chest. Draw the knees in. Open the knees wide. Inhale. Drop the knees about arm's distance away. Exhale. Pull the knees in. Feet might touch. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Bending the elbows. Open the knees wide. Let the knees go down about arm's distance and then pull them in towards midline. Do 3 of these. Good. Let's switch directions. Keep your knees together. Keep the thighs together. Let your arms go straight. Your knees fall about a finger's distance away from the knees. And then let the knees go wide. Then bend at the elbows. Encourage the knees to lift towards your armpits. Squeeze your knees together. Good. Arms distance away towards midline. Open up wide. And exhale, pull in. If you think of your hip sockets, that's where we're massaging through. Imagine like your hips are like there's a baseball inside of a baseball glove. You're trying to rotate that baseball all directions. We carry a lot of stress in our hips and in our shoulders and our back. And here is where we get to let that go, okay? And one more big circle. Let's come to center. Extend your legs up. Try flexing the feet, peeling back your toes. Draw your shins towards you. Good. Let's soften the knees. Bend your knees. Bring your feet one at a time down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, tuck your pelvis. Find your pelvic rock. Tuck it. Squeeze your glutes. Roll up. Press through your heels. Reach with your right hand for the ball. Release the ball to the side. Stay lifted. Press your arms down. Look towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly roll one vertebrae at a time. All the way down. Letting your lower back just melt and soften into the mat. Let your knees go side to side. Reach your left arm back, roll over into your left side. Use your right hand to help push you up into a seated position. We're going to come all the way up and right into our tabletop. So reach over to the side, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You know, find a good placement, right? You can lift the hands, place them down like you're a cat, and we're going to bring the wrists right underneath the shoulders. And also, do that with the knees. Find a really good spot, okay? Let the knees go a little side to side before you plant them down. The space between your knees should be that 2 fist distance again. I go back to that because that's the space of your ASIS, your hip bones, and I want you to be really safe as we practice. So look at your knees. Make sure your knees are about 2 fist distance apart. If you want to grab your blanket or pillow to place underneath your knees, please go for it. Now, if you can see your feet, hide your feet behind your knees so you cannot see them. Let's take an inhale, letting our bellies come down towards the ground. Begin to open up your heart. And as you exhale, round through your spine, tuck your pelvis, move slowly, feeling the space between every vertebra. Inhale, belly drops down, your heart goes forward, you're pressing your shoulders back. And as you exhale, big round. Tuck the pelvis, press through your hands and your shins and the tops of your feet. Do 3 more of these to your own breath. Inhale, lengthen, 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 open your heart. Exhale, big round. And if it feels right to close the eyes, close your eyes whenever you like. Come back to your breath. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, tuck your pelvis, push your hips down and back. Let your knees go as wide as you like. Turn your left ear towards the floor. Take your right hand over and behind your back. See if you can inch your right fingertips to the top of your left thigh. to lift and roll ourselves out of the child's pose to switch the arms. Bring your right hand down. Begin to turn your right ear towards the floor. Take your left hand behind your back and inch your left fingertips to the top of your right thigh. Good. Let's release your left hand. Release both of your hands, bringing your hands wide. The backs of the hands rest by your shins. Bring your forehead to the mat. Reach your hands out. Let your hands go shoulders distance apart. Press into your palms so much that your elbows and your forearms lift and firm. Push forward from your knees, bringing your shoulders on top of your wrists. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Finding your tabletop. Shift forward, opening the front of your hip bone into a hip extension. A little ab work here. Bend the elbows by the side of your body. Come all the way down. Slide your hands underneath your forehead. Bend your right knee out to the right. Use your floor as a prop. Rest your head. Release your right leg. Bend your left knee out to the left. Release your left knee. Take your hands by your floating ribs, slide them down, squeeze your elbows back like little arrows, straighten your arms, lift the hips off the ground. Hinge at your hips, take your knees wide. Extended child's pose. Let's go down and back. Inhale into your tabletop. Bring your knees over to your side. Let's grab your props, your balls, okay? Grab your pillow or your soft ball, or maybe you even have a foam roller. And we're gonna sit on our glutes. Let's take the ball, lower scapula. So lower shoulder blades area. Use your hands to help prop you up. Take your hands behind your head to support your head. And we're gonna reach your left elbow towards the left thigh. And then come to center and reach the right elbow towards the right thigh. Now naturally my knees and my hips wanna go towards the opposite side. That's okay. We're massaging through the connective tissue in your upper back. And you're breathing, and we're not pulling on the head. Be very careful with your head. You're just supporting the head. Keep a space underneath your chin for a small apple to fit, and go side to side. Good. Now if you like, reach over. Completely reach the hands out. Also extend the legs. At any one of these spots you can stop. Let's roll over onto your right side. Roll up the ball, push yourself up. Come into your Z sit. Bringing your right shin in front of you, push your left knee back. If this doesn't work, we're gonna take that left leg straight out to the side. That's okay, fine? From here, inhale, reach your hands up, palms turn in, shoulders stay down. As we exhale, fold over your right shin. Slide your hands back, sweep your hands up. Inhale, turn towards your left. Fold towards your left shin. Inhale, sweep up. Both hands come up. Turn towards the right. Fold towards the right. Now we can stay like this, or if you want an extra shoulder stretch, you're gonna root into your right hand. Take your left hand up. Inhale. As you exhale, weave your left hand underneath your right ribs. Begin to turn your left ear towards the floor and slide out the right hand, putting that weight into the left shoulder. Release your left hand. Walk your hands back. Extend your legs out in front of you. Inhale, let's sweep up. Exhale, fold towards your shins. Inhale, come halfway up. Draw your shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your left knee, left shin in front of you, right shin over to the side. Push the right knee back. Option for that hip, if needed, the right leg goes straight. Now, bend the right knee, inhale, sweep up. Palms turn in, shoulders are down. Exhale, fold over your shins. Slide your hands back. Sweep your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, turn towards your right. Fold towards your right. Inhale, sweep up. Turn towards the left. Exhale, fold towards the left. Now for the extra shoulder stretch, you're gonna root into your left hand, take your right hand up, inhale. As you exhale, weave the right hand underneath the left ribs, turn towards that right shoulder, your right ear turns towards the ground. Press into your left hand, unravel the right hand, push yourself up. Now, extend your legs out. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up, shoulders back. Exhale, fold deeper forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, take your hands behind you. Turn your fingers towards your body. if possible. Bend your knees. Feet are about 2 fist distance apart. Press your shoulders back. Lift your heart. Inhale. As you exhale, let your chin go back towards your chest. Your gaze goes forward. Relax. Inhale, press into the heels of your hands. Begin to lift your heart. Maybe your head tilts back. Exhale, release your chin and let it go towards your chest. Now you can do that variation again, or we're going to try a reverse tabletop. Take an inhale, lift your heart, keep the gaze slightly forward. Now press into the heels of the hands, begin to lift your hips up. Now your gaze can go up to the ceiling or slightly tilt back. Take one more breath wherever you are. As you exhale, slowly release your hips. Extend your legs. Lift onto the fingertips, then off the hands. Reach your hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands on your shins, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Let's come into hero's pose. Bring your heels underneath your glutes. Sit on your knees. Sit on your heels. Now lift up. Lift your glutes away from the knees. Lift the glutes away from your heels. And let's sweep up to the sky. And bring your palms together, hands to your heart. Bring your hips down towards your heels. There you go. Inhale, sweep up. Lift your hips away from your feet. Hands come up. Exhale, hands into your Anjali Mudra. Hips go down. Good, again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, come down. Good, let's all take a big lion's breath. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, drop open your jaw, stick out your tongue. Again, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, let everything go out your mouth. One more. Inhale, sweep up, release any unwanted energy right here. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, stay up as you bring your hands to your Anjali Mudra. Root into your shins and your knees and find your balance as we take the right leg out. Okay, good. Push the right foot down. If you need to use your wall or your chair, go for it, okay? Or your yoga blocks, they're your friends. Let's bring your right hand out. Take the right hand towards the ground in front of the right thigh. Reach your left hand up to the sky. Look past your left thumb. If you're going to do this with a chair today, you can bring your right forearm to the chair. Left hand comes to the sky. Right, open up the left ribs. Breathe through the right inner thigh. Now start to bring the left fingertips way over towards the right. Cheek to bicep. Let your left hand come back up to the sky. Engage your core. Pull your belly in to lift your right hand up. Bring your left hand down. Good. Now turn your torso, turn your ribs towards the right shin. Sweep your hands up. Exhale. Bring your hands slowly down or reach for your prop. You're folding towards the right shin now. Engage your core, or use your prop. I'm using my chair. Pull your belly in, lift yourself up. All right, bring your hands up. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, now root into your left knee. Walk the right foot in and then bring the right knee underneath you. 3 big sweeps here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull in that energy. Sit on your heels. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay lifted. Bring your hands to your heart. Find your balance in that right side, in your abs. Start to wiggle or just bring that left leg out. Press the left sole of the foot down into the ground. If you had that prop on the other side, you can take it over towards the left side to help you, or your yoga block. Let's take your left hand out. Exhale, left hand comes down. Reach your right hand towards the sky. Look past your right thumb. Now, yoga is all about finding what your perfect pose is. If it doesn't feel good to look past the right thumb, you don't do it, right? What feels right to me is not going to be what feels right to you. It's not about how bendy we could be. It's about finding the true pose or true practice. Right? That voice that says, go deeper, go harder, that's our ego. Leave the ego outside of your practice, outside of your studio doors, outside of your bedroom. Right? Now let's bring your right hand way over to the left if possible. Maybe that's not possible today. Option to use that prop. I love my chair yoga. Honestly. Good, let's pull ourselves up, bring the right hand towards the sky, engage your core. Bring both your hands up and hands to your heart. Good, inhale and sweep up. Turn your torso way to the left. Turn, 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 and then fold towards your left shin. 3 deep breaths there. Good. Engage your core to pull yourself up. Bring your hands to your heart. Now scoot the left foot in and bring the left knee underneath you. Sit onto your heels. Sweep the arms big as you come back up. Bring your hips up. Exhale, pull down and through. And again, inhale. Exhale, pull down and through. One more, deep inhale. Exhale, pull down and through. Right. Take your knees wide as your mat. Bring your hands forward. Good. Now, see, my mat is horizontal right now. So as wide as your mat if your mat was vertical. You don't have to go super wide, right? My knees are never gonna get there. Just go as wide as you feel comfortable. Now let's try to separate your feet too. All right, now try to bring your forearms down. This is your frog pose. We do the half frog a lot. You can sink down as low as you'd like. If your head is down, place your hands on the ground. Push yourself up until your arms are straight. Now let's bring the knees underneath us. Sit onto the heels. Unravel the legs. Bring your legs out in front of you. Take your feet wide. You can have the knees soft. We're going to sweep up as we inhale. As you exhale, fold towards center. 3 breaths wherever you go. Good. Start to pull yourself up. Walk the hands back. Grab onto your inner thighs. Draw your heels in, bending the knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hold on around your ankles. Inhale, lift your heart between your biceps. Exhale, draw your heart towards your feet, then your head. Good. Inhale, let's come up. Unravel the legs. Take your legs out in front of you. Sweep your hands up. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your shoulders. Start to tuck your pelvis. Use your abs to slowly come back, or your arms. Walk onto the elbows, that's okay. And then come down. Bend your knees, come into your windshield wipers. If you have your balls, grab your yoga tune-up balls. Bring your knees into your chest, massage your lower back. If you have the balls, feet down, lift your hips, take the balls underneath your sacrum, keep them in the tote, and massage your lower back there, going side to side. If you're doing circles, switch directions on your circles. My student in my class told me that in a pinch, for a hard ball, if you can't find a tennis ball or lacrosse ball, that a potato works, which I think is funny and clever. You could always grab a couple potatoes. If you have the balls, let's release the balls. Extend your legs, extend your arms. Reach your right wrist, putting your right wrist into your left hand. Grab a hold of your right wrist. Cross your right ankle past your left, and then pull both sides of your body over to the left. Good. Let's take our left wrist into our right hand. Cross your left ankle over your right and pull both sides of your body over to the right. Unravel the arms. Grab your balls. Take them by the base of your neck and then go lower. Go about 4 inches lower into the shoulders. And try relaxing there, right? They're close to that spot where you wish someone would really massage into. Now, a little lower than that, more deeper into the shoulders. Now, a little lower than that, about 4 or 5 inches down. Now, let's draw your arm circles. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, go out to the side. Big circle there. Come towards your hips. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. Out and around. Good. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, out and around. Good. Switch directions on your circles. Go out to the side, over your head, and down towards your hips. Three more circles. You can also do this with the soft, gorgeous ball or any yoga or Pilates ball. Now move the balls a little lower to the bottom parts of your shoulder blades. Try resting over the balls. Letting your hands go out to the side. Take 5 breaths in sustained compression. move your knees side to side, moving your hips towards the front of your mat, letting the balls walk up higher towards your shoulders and your neck, all the way to the base of your skull. And they can stay there supporting your head. You can also do that with the gorgeous ball. Let's bring your knees in. Take your arms out into a T. Twist to the left, gaze goes to the right. Bring your knees in, inhale. Exhale, twist to the right, gaze goes to your left. Bring your knees in, do any stretch, big or small, that you'd like to do before finding your Shavasana. If you're ready for your Shavasana, lay down any way you'd like. You can be in hammock's pose, bringing the feet wide and letting the knees lean in towards each other. You could be in Supta Buddha Konasana, letting the soles of your feet come together, knees go wide. You can be in traditional Shavasana, letting your legs be long against the floor. For grounding energy, place a blanket or some weight on top of you. You can place your towel or jacket over your eyes. Let your breath return back to its normal pace and rate. Close your eyes. Let every piece of you melt into the mat. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Reach your right arm back and roll over into your right side using your arm to rest your head against. Try keeping your eyes closed. Push yourself into a seated position. Inhale and sweep up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring your palms down to your heart, sealing your practice into you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.